Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dalise, but you might know me as Stamper Girl, and today I'm here for Kendra's Card Challenge Inspiration Hop. Today is our Colorado Craft Company super sponsor inspiration hop, and these are the cards that I'm going to be making. I'm going to be using sketch number 1 with some modifications because I wanted to keep something super simple, super clean, and I think, in my opinion, very striking using the Orchids Colorado Craft Company, which was a collaboration between Colorado Craft Company and Crafty Meraki. I will be using, again, like I mentioned, sketch number 1. And if you have never used Kendra's Card Challenge, it is a quarterly challenge where we get these amazing cutting guides. There are for the 6x6 pattern papers, and following these 6x6 pattern paper cutting guides and the 15 sketches, you can create 15 amazing cards. They are super unique, super fun to follow, and you can get these cutting guides and these sketches by creating a free Patreon account and grabbing them for free. There are also other options in Patreon to have super cool benefits like extra sketches, being able to download older Kendra's Card Challenge sketches. Again, this one is number 17, so there are 16 other amazing sets for you to follow. There are also downloadables, both as in ephemera and pattern paper. There are also different levels of Patreon where you could get these really cool kits that Kendra puts together. Some of them include stamps, some of them include just little bits in a tiny kits, which are perfect to create about 3 to 4, I would say, cards following the sketches from our sponsor products. But let's start and make these super elegant cards using the Colorado Craft Company goodies that I got as part of the Kendra's Card Challenge design team. I would like to thank Colorado Craft Company for the amazing goodie bag that they sent me out to pick and see what I would like to create. I did choose this amazing and super huge set that is like I mentioned, a collaboration between them and Crafty Meraki called Orchids. All of these sketches follow a 6x6 cutting guide, so I decided to use the huge orchid image from this set as part of creating my own pattern paper. As you can see, I'm using my stamp positioner and I am placing my image pretty much in the middle of my stamp positioner, and I am going to heat emboss my stamp with a black pearl embossing powder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get a good impression, and then I'm going to flip that piece of 6x6 piece of cardstock and I'm going to stamp again, and then we will add embossing powder. Again, this black pearl that I have. I am going to have a piece of scratch paper to catch any excess that we may have. And here is the beautiful image. It's stamped beautifully. And I am going to heat emboss this using my tool. Of course, I'm going to save all the extra embossing powder that is not needed anymore. And let's get this all nice and melted to reveal that beautiful pearlescent look of these. And you will see that there is a space in between the top and the bottom of my image, and I will bring back my stamp right here. It is, and just make sure that I re-stamp with my Versamark and just cover it all even though this is beautiful the way it is, I just wanted to make sure that since I'm going to cut this in following some of the cutting guides, to make sure that I have enough of a pattern where sometimes the pieces won't be just plain white cardstock. Again, I am going to follow the same process for doing the embossing here, the heat embossing for my orchids, and I'm using a little bit of a dry paintbrush just to remove any extra excess, and then heat emboss following my heat embossing tool. We have just created this beautiful embossing background. Now I'm going to be cutting these 2x2 pieces of the paper we created. They're just little squares, like 2x2, and then cut them diagonally. This is all following the sketch number 1. Then on top of this, I'm going to create a matting for these with black cardstock that is going to be 2¼ by 2¼ inch squares, which I am going to also cut in half diagonally. And then we are going to glue the embossed triangles on top of these matte black triangles. And this would be the top and the bottom of that main focal part of sketch number 1. I will be using just my regular Burley Arts glue. Love the using liquid glue to have these because I have a little bit of extra time, like you see there, to be able to reposition my pieces. So I am actually making 3 cards using sketch number 1. But we are going to be doing a little bit of a modification of the sketch. Again, these sketches is to jumpstart your imagination and your creativity for making some cards and following some sketches. We are not going to have that main layer or the little pieces or the extra pattern paper in the middle. You'll see why. We are going to have the piece between the 2 triangles be our focal point. We are going to be heat embossing some sentiments in white embossing powder, and it doesn't even need the little pieces of pattern papers that are on the border, and I think it's just perfect. It's elegant. These could be cards that are just this black and white cards could be perfect to making some sympathy cards, some animal sympathy cards, people like some tough cards to send with that beautiful, elegant, and very, very just and dramatic color combination of black and white. I am going to put a little bit of music. I'm going to let you watch how we finish this card. But this is mostly it. I will be using some of my favorite white embossing powder and putting the cards together. You'll see it'll be done in no time. This is a giveaway hub, so make sure that you check out the description below for all the information on how to be eligible for our giveaway. And I really hope that you follow along with the playlist, which is also in the description below. The playlist allows you to watch all of the stops in this hub with having to push just one single button. And if you have to stop the playlist and come back later, it will continue exactly in the last place that you were, which is super great. Everyone has been working super hard for this giveaway hub, and thanks to Colorado Grant Company, we have some amazing products to play with. Remember to be part of the Kendra's Card Challenge number 17 and the actual giveaway for the monthly giveaway. You need to enter your project, your 15 cards, in one picture with information of where you are in the world into our InLinkz. All the information it's in our Patreon under Kendra's Card Challenge. So make sure that you come and visit us. Make sure that you are part of our Patreon, even if it's only the free one, but there is multiple options. But be part of it and follow the instructions on how to be eligible by filling out the InLinkz with your cards and your information of where you're from. Really hope you join us and enjoy this hub.